Hi everyone, this is Renee from Tippy.com, and today we are looking at Marvel comics for the iPad. I am a big Marvel Comics fan. I began reading them during the Dark Phoenix saga of Chris Claremont and John Byrne, and yes, I am that old. So you might hear me sound slightly bitter, almost like one of those grumpy old men from Saturday Night Live, which I guess also makes me sound really old. Anyway, so you start off here in the featured section. They have the Avengers, which they've let Brian Michael Bendis disassemble and put back together with, I think, bubblegum and paper clips. You have the X-Men by Joss Whedon and John Cassaday, the Astonishing X-Men, which is actually, I think, probably the best X-Men since Chris Claremont and John Byrne. The only problem here is you have all 24 issues of the comic, but you don't have the giant-size finale, which I think is pretty damn terrible. So you'll need to get on the Twitter and yell at the powers that be at Marvel about this. Anyway, you can see here you have all the issues laid out. The scrolling is not great. I don't know what's up with that, but you can force your way to scroll through. You have some information about the issue. You can view a preview. It's going to pull it up on a little website. You can see some of the panels. Just scroll sideways through them. It's pulling everything online, so it does take a second, but it's 802.11n, so if you have a fast network, it shouldn't be too bad. You also have new comics filled with Red Hulk, which, I don't know what happened to Jeff Loeb. The man used to be good with colors, but Marvel, he has not gotten into his stride. You have popular comics, and you have free comics. I already went ahead and downloaded one of these, Brian Michael Bendis' The New Avengers. So I'm clicking on the cover, clicking on the read. They also have buy-in print series because they are still beholden to their comic book shop base. Why they left newsstands, I don't know, but that is the Faustian agreement they've made, so they're going to try to get you to buy the actual comics as much as they can, and why not? I have quite a lot of them still, and they're nice in actual real book form. However, they are a pain to store, so going forward, I think digital comics are my future, and I would encourage Marvel to embrace that future on a grander scale. You can have the ability to go side to side, to scroll through the pages like I'm doing here. You can, of course, for the regular pages, rotate them to full screen view, which looks great. You can also do what they call a guided panel view. So you can tap on a panel and it brings up the panel in full, and then when you swipe, it just every time takes you one panel by one panel through it. I find it a bit discombobulating. I prefer to look at it the whole page because I'm used to that. That's how I was educated in the medium. But if you are new to comics, you may not care. You can double tap again to go back to the full page. You can tap once to bring up the options, including the settings. And the settings let you choose the speed of the animation transition and whether you want it letterboxed or not. You also have this handy scrubber at the bottom, and you can use that just to jump between pages. Again, it doesn't scroll as well as some other applications, and I know there's terrific hardware here, so I'm not sure what's up to that, but what's up with that, but hopefully Marvel will fix that. If I had downloaded other things, you would see recently downloaded and recently viewed. If I want to download more, I can go to the store. There's free here. If I want, see, another copy of Avengers, I can just come here. I can click the free, and it's going to ask me to sign in with my Marvel username and password to download this comic. This is another one of my pet peeves about this app. Just in general, I mean, I understand they want a Marvel.com account, but I'm past the days, the time, the era when we needed a separate account for every app. Imagine if you went to you wanted a movie, you had to have a separate account for Warner Brothers, and a separate account for Universal, and a separate account for Disney. Or if you went to the Amazon Kindle store, instead of having to go, you just get all your books in one place. You don't need a Random House account or a Penguin Books account. You know, you just need one account. And I'd much rather see that for comics. I'd much rather see comics as iComics and iTunes, perhaps, or in Amazon or something. I'd much rather see all the big comic companies together. But that's just me. So you can sign in and register for your Marvel.com account. You can set your preferences we saw before. You can get notifications and updates about comics when they become available. You can manage your storage. Again, this is kind of janky to me. I don't know why I have to manage my storage. Why I can't just keep all these comics backed up somewhere on my computer once I've bought them, paid for them. So, in fairness, maybe I can. Maybe I just didn't look far enough yet. But it looks to me like they're kept online and I can keep pulling them from Marvel.com. And the net is just not robust enough that I trust it, what with Sidekick outages and knock outages and Microsoft or Google going down. I just don't trust it yet. I'd rather have a backup of my own. I can manage my notifications, I get information about this app, and I can send them feedback, which I am sending them involving everything I have said inside this review. Anyway, don't let my old-timers bitterness get you down. It is, for what it is a fabulous application. It just works really well for reading comics. It'll even tell you, like I said, which store to go to get your comics. I really like it. We're going to look at some of the other comic book apps, but if you want Marvel, here's a place to get quite a bit of Marvel. Though not their whole catalog yet, and that is a shame. It is, like I said, rather piecemeal. But this is it for now.